Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Mentor Tournament. I am your host, Ivy Paul, joined by my co-commentator, Marion.
Yes, indeed. Hello, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon.
We are going to be watching a race between JeffGainsNGames versus M4RKERSM4SK. Well, I'm about to try to butcher this, but... And then Jeff's games mentor is... let me double check on that.
To confirm, we'll have Rayshai.
Rayshai Mike. Marker's mentor is Baja.
Yes, indeed, my friend. We are running with the Echoes Tournament mentors and mentees. Players who might not have as much experience with certain tricks or just the game in general have the option to be mentored by a senior member of the community. They'll go together running practice seeds, constantly practicing new tricks from their mentors. And when it comes down time for the final race, we're going to see which team comes out in top. So how many weeks are we looking for, Ivy? We got a 4 or 5 weeks of this going on?
I would assume about 5 to 6. So we have left full 24, so I think it's going to be about 6 weeks.
Alrighty.
Locates have been already open, so we should be getting things started shortly.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Before we get started, though, could you run through the rules that we have today? What can we expect from
settings
these 2 races?
Is stated weekly. The only RA that was in was new patcher.
Alright,
so with gates and on the way to Geneseo, down in post state, same with Dynamo Chamber. All the Echo puzzles and the mini main gyro puzzles are randomized.
So we've got a possibility for a lot of headaches to come. But the good thing is we'll be starting the main energy controller with that violet translator, so we'll have immediate access to those wonderful violet hints. And we'll find a beautiful space jump sitting right here on Deumos. In our first violet hint reading today, we have our light beam and Aegon energy controller. Well, that'll be good to know for later.
Hint. Well, baby seed yet. We still have a lot of stuff to go through. And
Absolutely.
Randomizer and Echoes tend to throw a lot of curveballs at us.
You call them curveballs, I say they're more like headaches. But it's a fun headache.
Yeah. Or migraines, depending on what the hint is.
Absolutely, like you have a STK on Chica, for instance.
Or having your own dark beam on Hive Entrance.
Well, that doesn't seem promising at all.
Yeah, no.
Well, we're just going to leave that there, hope nothing like that happens today, but we never know.
Blog running boost ball, because why not?
Oh, no, I don't want to see an alpha block fight. That just takes too long.
Yeah, I mean, I believe both these races know how to do the BSJ gravity boost out, so at least I believe they do.
I would hope so. It's a fairly moderate bomb jump into the gravity boost.
Oh. And with Space Jump, Marker, and Jeff are just going to be going out of the arena just to have the safe fight against Star Conflict Splinter.
Yeah, we can hit him, but he can't hit us, so we're just going to bully Albert here today.
Good names for him, Albert.
Albert the Alpha Splinter. Oh, if we had to put something on here, how about we have a red key on Albert?
I think for good seeds, it'll probably be bombs or even screw attack, or just get instant access to GMFC. Let's see. Oh, this one.
Alrighty, and the good thing about this, we have mains turned off, so expansions will give us access to use our missiles and power bombs, and well, have a sky temper key.
So I should probably up the tracker up. Base on boost was main energy controller.
Alrighty, so right off the bat, we have Violet Translator, 1 STK, and our Space Jump. Our runners will be most likely inclined to make ways over to Aegon Waste after doing a little bit of Temple Grounds cleanup. A Space Jump that'll allow us Temple Assembly site if it's anything useful, followed by Aegon's entrance elevator, and missiles gets us this little storage cavern which hides some wonderful light ammo.
Not too bad. Oh, I'm missing me a lid. I think that's you, I would assume.
Yeah, it looks bright and shiny. I'll take it.
Okay. No suspicion this is fully logical. Oh, that's launching. Okay, well.
Well, now our missiles are actually in logic.
Yep.
That would be a good time as we go through these races throughout the various weeks. For those of you watching at home, you'll be hearing various terms repeated, such as logic, for example. A cursed lake with a life support system. Well, that's going to be fun for later. Now, that could just be an E-tank, or at worst, it could be one of our suits.
Oh, bombs. Okay.
Let's just get bombs right before going to Aegon. With a missile system in Temple Grounds. Gee,
I'm referring to the missile launcher that we just picked up, or Seekers are also here.
Yeah, it would be nice to see vanilla Seekers on Hall of Honored.
Wouldn't be terrible, but it's also kind of funny if it was.
Yes, indeed.
Spell.
And here we're going to see both runners try to peek Mining Plaza. And unfortunately, I can't get a good view at it. And Jeff momentarily forgetting he has Space Jump by bomb jumping up to the first one. Ooh, that looks something small.
Look like ammo on my end?
I would agree with that. And an E-tank on access.
Weird thing, Wyvern, it's reliquaries that can't be light suit.
Right, reliquary cannot have light suit, period, as light suit is required by the game to get into reliquary.
Or they setting light suit has to be required, at least for technically required.
Right, for their damage logic.
But yeah.
Alrighty, so both runners have entered Aegon Waste, slowly making their way towards Aegon Energy to get that beautiful light beam. And here we've got the wonderful Bomb Guardian. Meanwhile, Jeff's taking a slight detour to go to Portal Access A, and picking up the item hiding right behind the little tunnel, which is our second E-tank. And it looks like Mark was attempting to try to get that 2-cycle on Bob Guardian. And a 2-cycle Bomb Guardian. Flawless victory. Which was all for a missile expansion.
Jeff is... Oh, okay.
I wonder if Jeff was debating about going into labs. But right now, we know where Light Beam is. We really want to get that before making any sort of labs play. And so with that, here's the wonderful Light of Aether Beam.
Yep. Lake is technically light locked, but it's more light beam locked, so we need Dark Galactus first. because we need Light Beam for the block. But we need Secret as well to get to it, and Dark Visor, respectively.
Jeff, he tried, but now we got to take the backup 3 cycle.
Yep. Just being careful with the pill bugs. You do a bit of high damage if you're not careful. Oh, and there was our Dark Beam.
Hello. Dark Beam and Ventilation Area A. Alrighty, well we're in pretty good position here, having Light Beam and Dark Beam with Space Jumping Bombs here in Aegon. We can almost fully clear both Light and Dark Aegon with this combination.
Yeah.
But a safe play was what Marker's Mask is doing here on the left. We're going to go right towards Mine Shaft and take a quick little peek at what's here on the actual shaft itself. Which so happens to be a Power Bomb expansion, and it looks like Marker's Mask has decided to go for it.
Or in our community, we call them cheeseburgers, because that's literally what they are.
Well, they do look like a big cheeseburger. They got the 2 darker top and bottoms with a orange-looking center. Now, as stated at the start of this race, we do have mains turned off, meaning once Marker's Mask collects this power bomb, he will now be able to freely use them without the need of collecting the main launcher.
So with logic-wise, it's still it takes you need the mains to be able to get them. So
correct.
You may be able to use them, but logically, checks will still need to have them the mains to be in logic.
Right, and as we have a slight little bit of time, we might as well explain what logic actually entails for this tournament, and just echoes in general. So throughout the tournament and any Metroid race, the term logic we're referring to the actual item chain of progression that Randomizer has set for us. For example, we'll use that power bomb for example. By us getting that expansion, the game doesn't expect us to go for power bomb related checks, such as a storage A over at the bottom of mining station B. We can get them, absolutely, but logically wise, the game's not expecting us to go for it until our main item is equipped. So most of the time, our runners will figure out, hey, we've got this item, but our logic's not pushing us to go follow this route at the moment. So instead of making our way back to Dynamo and Temple Grounds, as you mentioned, we're just going to continue along pretending as if we don't really have them.
Rayshai effectively going for Rayshai, Parker's going for Aegon.
Absolutely, and Jeff just found a wonderful item as we have Seeker launchers here on Dark Samus.
Oh, Seeker's towards D. Okay. Which means missile system hit was for a missile launcher, which we've already picked up.
Absolutely, as super missiles technically are referred to as a charge combo.
Yep.
And it looks like Jeff was attempting to get a precise angle to jump across main reactor. And I wonder if he'll go for it again. Well, he's going for it.
See, he might be going for the instant morph. Or, no, he's going for the boost jump. Not a boost jump, the roll jump, that's what it is. Whatever jump it is. Really rolled already.
Meanwhile, while Jeff attempts to get this precise trick, Marker's Mask has entered Dark Aegon and is going right for the Jump Guardian loop. Nope, and Jeff had the instant unmorph, but did not get the jump input. So I would agree with you, it's some sort of roll jump. We're trying to roll off the side, get an instant unmorph. That way we can jump across the room and land on a piece of standable collision.
Oh, reverse labs? How do you go
Well, we do have dark and light beam. Oh, well, there's main power bombs.
Oh, there they are. Freaking broom closet. Alright.
Well, if I go to a random janitor broom closet and I find this high yield explosive, I'm not going to complain. I'll just take these for myself. Alright, so as we were mentioning with logic earlier, now that we have the main item, the game will start telling us that power bomb checks are now considered accessible, and we may find our next progression hiding behind them. And now we've got two tricks happening at once, Ivy. What's happening here?
Well, Pierce Marcus technically should have got nothing, but the thing is with this, Jump Guardian's model is still technically there, just we can't see him because it's invisible. But his hurt box is still there, so we can still damage him. Which is why we're doing light beam shots. And for some reason, uncharged light shots deal double damage to the Jump Guardian, whereas charged beam shots does normal. Which is a odd thing with this. And then on Jeff's side, he is attempting a hyper bomb jump, or triple DSJ in our terms, to get up to sand processing here, to skip the boost requirement.
And just a quick side note, it appears Annihilator Beam is hiding on Junction Site, locked behind Spider Ball.
That is good info.
Oh, and Marker's Mask gave a nice little light beam shot to the Lightbringer. That's kind, you know, we don't want to see Lightbringers being abused. So as far as Jeff's trick goes with this triple bomb jump, there's a few methods to get this. I can recall at least 3.
There's the triple bomb jump, here is water bomb.
And if you do it with screw attack, that should get you enough to bonk backwards onto the collision. And then I tried a third one where you jump from the sand pile and try to get wedged between the turret and the wall. It doesn't work half the time.
Yeah, I've had ankle times with that. Though what I've been doing is the right side of it, and landing on that small corner ledge that's on the left of Jeff, which Jeff has got now. Or if you're precise a specific angle, you could actually just straight up jump to the ledge with the screw attack jump. You could barely make enough room to get up to the height to get to that platform, to get to the tunnel.
Oh, I love sand processing skips. I mean, finding boost ball, usually boost ball's a mid to late game item, and by that point you're 99% of the time already out of Aegon. So if sand processing has anything major, it's a huge praise.
Yeah, that is a way donut. But I think that one could also have some finagle physics on that too, if it just kind of push you off randomly.
Right. And we do have missiles in Crossroads, with a missile also here in Transport Center. And it looks like Jeff is deciding to go through labs backwards, continuing along. This will lead to bioenergy production. And with Dark Beam, we can also get storage B.
Yep.
Yeah, I've said it before so many times, but this game has so many similar rooms. Storage A, B, C. There's no storage D. In cache 1, in cache 3. Oh, you can get tricky trying to remember them all.
In cache 3 is the ammo station.
Oh, well. Hey, ammo stations are useful.
I mean, yeah. That's right, if you have to check a fight, there's a loaded ammo station right next to it, so you can refill ammo before the fight.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a good place for it, too, with Cheka being such a terrible boss.
Yeah. So, if Remaster gets announced, if that's still in the works, it might not be a fight, because the music might be jamming.
I will absolutely take a remaster of Echoes.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing soundtrack.
I think a lot of us would.
Oh, yeah.
I sort of know Bash would start screaming if that gets announced, or if that pops in the direct.
Hey, you never know. We got Prime Remaster. We can definitely take an Echoes.
Yeah.
And I see I'm being called out for what I said on Chica.
Yeah,
so
sure, Reggie. Yep.
I'm gonna stay silent.
Chicka's such a great boss. Best boss ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay silent on that one. All right, going back to our main event here today. Marcus Mask has just gone to the front of Aegon. We're gone into Central Mining Station through the sand waterfall.
That thing will be insane to get up here.
Meanwhile, Jeff is continuing through backwards labs. We've checked Storage Bravo, which has absolutely nothing of value. And we're checking Command Center here.
It looks like our amber in Central Mining. But I saw some orange.
Well, if you saw orange, I'm going to put money on it's being a missile.
Yeah, there is.
All right, and Jeff's... Oh, now they're both back in Central Mining Station. Jeff's attempting to get a scan dash across. Almost has it, but yeah, he had a piece of collision. And Marcus Mask using the backup strat of reloading this room to activate the turrets. That way we can just jump across. While Jeff successfully lands the scan dash. You were right, that is some sort of translator. And it is amber.
Yep, so it is. So I was correct. I did see orange.
Yes, you were. So, amber translator, that'll get us all of the hints in Aegon, followed by sand cache. And yes, you do need to reload the room for the key bearer hint to load.
Yeah.
Which, unfortunately, I missed what it said.
So did I. Anyone in chat wanted to enlighten us on what that hint was?
Well, I can tell you it had something to do with words.
Thanks. Accumulated. Thank you, Donut.
Oh, and keys to Dark Torvus, and Dark Torvus, Temple Grounds, and Light Torvus.
So Dark Torvus, Dark Torvus Temple. Okay. This is the MSA hint.
Right, and we have an energy tank in Command Center.
Yep, not Orchid. They're definitely not called Orchid keys.
All right. Oh, another translator. We've got our Emerald here in Sand Cache.
Ooh.
So Marker's Mask now has Emerald.
Oh, not Dark Torvus. That's all I know how to spell.
Oh, we've got Dark Suit hiding on Doomed Entry today. Oh, Jeff's gonna be real happy having a suit. Yeah, with Seekers in hand, we could go check a cursed late. No, we can't. We don't have Dark Visor.
Nope.
Do not have Dark Visor to check that.
E-tank. Nah. Okay. 2 running accumulated. Oops. Oh!
All right.
Oh, it's very useful. There's our Dark Student in Doomed Entry.
Yes, indeed. Having a beautiful suit. The absolutely wonderful suit that is so underrated.
Battleground looks like there's dark ammo, so we're skipping that. Or what hello marker is. Would have probably grabbed it, but it was main PB, so fight's not terrible. And with light beam, we just light beam the beacons and then just PB the first 2. And just watch the Warring just kill himself on the light barriers.
Yeah, the battleground fight becomes so ridiculously easy with power bombs and light beam combination. Or just Annihilator beam, you shoot one at one little light bulb and wait like 10-15 seconds.
little burger and ink pouch 1. Marker is thinking about it, and he decides to want this burger.
Well, you might as well get the power bombs while you can. It's great for late game. So now we're coming into some routing differences that could possibly happen. We've got a few options open to both runners. We've just finished with both labs and dark labs. A good majority of Aegon's complete.
Yeah.
So with that being said, where would you want our runners to go? I mean, Ivy, you're one of the mentors for this tournament. So if you were in this position, what would you be telling your mentee to head for?
I would say once you do finish up dark labs, probably save warp to Grand Temple and start doing Temple Grounds loop. Because we have the PBs to get to GMFC. We have both GMFC items since we've already fought Jump Guardian. We've got Dark Missile Trooper in the Hive Chamber B to grab. There's Dynamo Chambers, so we have the main PBs to that as well. Comm area, we have the Reliquary hint. So, I think Temple Grounds loop is the play here. But
that's a very interesting thought.
Though, with our loadout, Spider's Treasure can also be a play here too.
Absolutely.
Main PBs, that is now fully logical.
And here we just saw a wonderful use of power bombs with Marker's Mask and Dark Samus, as for some reason, power bombs do extensive damage to Dark Samus 1. So if we somehow manage to get a power bomb before the fight, this fight can be over in a blink of an eye.
Or we have another beam, which also makes it trivial.
Absolutely, just flood Annihilator shots at her and we're
8
done.
to 10 shots Annihilator just kills her straight up as well.
Alright, there's something
4 or 5,
shiny.
we have double damage.
Oh, that's huge. That's a screw attack over in main reactor.
Ow, yeah.
That's why they're trying so hard at this trick. And you can't use the screw attack method, so you gotta use the backup. Oh, that's mean. So normally with main reactor, we'd use a screw attack to go right to the exit where the item is. A screw attack has the hitbox of a morph ball. It makes it simple.
And
we don't have screw attack to do that, so
yeah. And from what Mayo and I have learned in the past, if you shell fire morph ball, you cannot screw attack.
Yeah, I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
And both runners really want screw attack due to it being such a game-breaking item.
Looks like he did not, Donut. As the Inkcast still had the red. So.
Oh.
I don't know if Marco's got the hint either.
I don't believe so. Oh, it looks like we're seeing...
I mean, it's screw attack. This would be huge if either one of them gets it.
Absolutely. So we're seeing two different trick methods being done. Jeff's going for a scan method, while Marker's Mask appears to be trying to get an instant unmorph method. Now, from what I can gather, don't quote me on this. I'm not too familiar with this one.
Neither am I, so.
Oh, it looks like Jeff has decided to move on to it. Come back later.
Yeah.
So what I'm assuming is happening here for Marker's Mask, he's trying to roll off of the central platform.
Oh, and he's also giving up on it.
Well, I guess we'll have to come back later. That's heartbreaking.
The thing is, what he's trying to do, he's rolling off the thing at a precise moment. So, at the specific point he rolls off, if he unmorphs, the camera will be our way, which would give him the instant unmorph, so he can then proceed to jump across to the ledge, which is standable, which in Prime and Echoes, in some cases, if it looks standable, it's probably standable.
Absolutely. And by standing on that little bit of extended collision, we have enough room to stand, and as such, just keep jumping across to the end.
Yeah.
So the good thing is, we know where it is. The bad thing is, it's in a really bad spot to route back into.
And we still need to find the boost and spider for that, which and Spider's also blocking the Another Beam and Junction Site, so Spider should be somewhat close, at least running-wise.
I sure hope so. So, as chat's pointing out, that trick is, if you get it, it's pretty much a win condition.
Yeah. With Screw Attack, you can break so much in the game.
And have a grapple beam, why don't you?
And speaking of that grapple, just to throw salt in the wound.
Alright, so Marker's Mask just checked Transport A access. That's where that grapple beam came from. Moving into Transport C access, this will get us towards Meeting Grounds, which in turn will allow us to get into A, Hall of Honor Dead. We can't get the item, though. But then we could get a Violet hit, though, get more information. Well, we do have power bombs, so if I was Marker's Mask currently, I would probably go for what you were saying, Ivy. Do the loop for Temple Grounds, get Dynamo Chamber, go for GFMC Compound, Communications Area, get the ship item. That's 4 items right off the bat.
With Emerald, that gives us more hints of FTA hint, and peeking FTA to see what that is.
Right, so we get even more information. Then loop back around into the Hive Chamber loop.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, honestly, at this point, I'd say make a Torvis play. We have Dark Beam, Light Beam, we have Space Jump.
We have Light Marker's thing here, since we have Dark Suit, so Pod W is fully logical here.
This is true, yeah. So this, hopefully it's something useful for us.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jeff's taken a detour, has taken the first steps into Dark Aegon. We'll be doing our jump guarding loop as well.
Oh, okay. I think that's a dark ammo.
No, the good thing
anyway, so not a dark burst, one of the two.
It does look pretty pretty ammo-like. Oh, and Jeff has decided to go back to Light Aegon.
That's a possibility as well. For probably just going to Torvis from the vanilla way.
Oh, I wonder if Jeff's going to try to go through Torvis through the Torvis Temple elevator.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Donuts messaged me saying that for this one, out of bounds is not banned, so unless otherwise RA'd for. So the runners can out of bounds is all they want.
That's a good point. It's different from our last tournament.
Yeah.
So we do have the possibility of seeing a lot of out-of-bounds tomfoolery. But first and foremost, Ing Reliquary has a missile-related...
That is dead, because we have both our missile systems.
And to answer a question by Cat Human, are power bombs in logic? Yes, they are. Main power bombs were in Broom Closet.
Alright, cool.
And an amber hint. What was that, Ivy?
All the Aegon keys can be found in Taurus.
Well, that's an interesting thing to have. They're all localized.
E-Tank and GMFD. Well, Marker's gonna decide to dupe that.
Alrighty. And that gets us 2 E-Tanks for the price of 1.
That's Dragon. I know. Crazy.
Oh, and that appears to be a dark burst on top of the ship.
Oh yeah, that was dark burst. Which means, yeah, that Pod W was a dark ammo. Yep, funny little burger you can probably use, or not. Okay. Oh, yeah, was gonna leave and then came back for the either.
Oh, Quadraxis.
Dark ammo.
All right, so we know we know that fight is half dead. And now Marker's Mask is going to attempt to peek FTA here. And we're going to get shined brightly with the white light. And can we take a peek as well, or is Marker's Mask going to keep that all to himself?
He's looking in the wrong area.
Oh, that's not good.
He's looking a little more right. Toward the atom. Wrong direction!
And in the meantime... Oh.
Yes.
Yep, but Jeff has gone for the mining station B loop, courtesy of Seekers. With the MSB hint telling us gravity boost isn't...
Taurus. That could potentially be vanilla.
I wish you wouldn't have said that. we do not need a gravity boost. We do not need a gravity boost on Alpha Blog. That's just mean.
All right. The FTA, so...
No, if he saw it, that's all that matters. And because of power bombs and space jump, we're going to go take a peek over at Grand Wind Chamber. Unfortunately, we're shy one power bomb, so we do need to go back and collect one.
Well, there's an odd chance that the aerial pirates can provide, but more time than not, they don't, and waste time.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it just to hope on the pirates. Yeah. So, Grand Wind Chamber, the room that everyone hates doing normally, has a red key on it.
Oh.
And we know those
it's
are not
an Aegon key.
Right, all the Aegon keys are localized to Torvus.
So it might be a Taurus. Yep, it is a Taurus. That's the one Taurus key from Temple Grounds. So yellow key in Taurus and Dark Taurus.
And Jeff just got some major information. Amber hints on Aegon energy. Our boost ball can be found in Torvus Grove. So boost ball has been located in Torvus Grove.
We need supers to get to it. Yeah, we need supers. Because we need to boost ball again from the side path from Aegon's side, so we need supers logically to get there.
Logically speaking, yes, we do need supers. Now, illogically, we could just do it with Screw Attack and our current equipment.
So, funny thing is, Screw Attack is locked by Boosted Spider, so...
Oh, well, there goes... That just got to throw the entire logic chain out of whack.
Oh, Marker's save's coming. I don't remember where he's last saved at.
I want to say right before I want to say...
I think he saved. Really, I hope he did, because that'd be unfortunate.
That would be a 36-minute time loss.
Yeah.
I want to say right at Aegon Mining Plaza. Well, it definitely was Aegon. And Jeff just pulled off something to bypass the boost ball requirement here.
Yeah.
If I had to take a guess, I think Jeff put his back against the wall, jumped forward, and managed to get an instant unmorph to then jump backwards. I've never seen that.
So have I. I missed it. It's sad I missed it.
I've never seen it done that specific manner before. That's interesting.
UJ?
Instant unmorph jump? Probably. I'm not sure. That's a first time. So with that being said, that gets Jeff immediate access to Torvus thanks to Seekers and Emerald. We go right through Underground Tunnel, get the boost ball in Torvus Grove, lower the gate in Forgotten Bridge, and continue through Torvus as normal. That's pretty good.
Oh. Alright, Captain, your Underground Tunnel logic seems to be false here.
Alright, and our Underground Tunnel hint, the keys to Hive Temple are all local within Sanctuary. All Hive Temple.
Was late, but after that trick that Jeff pulled off, I think Jeff got the lead now.
I completely agree. Jeff's going to start making some progress in Torvus Bog. This will get us a majority of information. We get a lot of progression. And if we do indeed find supers hiding here in Torvus, we can use that to bank right into getting our Sky Temple key hints.
Yeah.
Or if Jeff is familiar with the out of bounds method, theoretically he could.
Oh.
But we don't have screw attack.
Oh my god, that's either Cobalt or... That looks like Cobalt.
Yeah, looks like it. It does,
either Cobalt
look...
or one of the visors we need. Potentially.
I don't want to say it's Dark Visor. It doesn't look like enough red.
Yeah. It is a HUD system, for sure. Considering the translators are technically HUD systems, so...
Alright, we're going to have to put a little mental note there for later.
Yeah, let me pop back up stuff.
In the meantime, Marker's Mask continuing back through Aegon, making way over to Temple Grounds. Unfortunately, the last save was all the way back in Aegon Labs, so this is a few minutes of a time loss.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like Marker's Mask is going to take a slight detour with Dark Beam Seekers to do the Mining Station B loop. Yep, and there's where that boost ball came into perfect handy condition, lowering the
Taurus that we technically had before.
And yes, Savina, we are not doing gate skip today.
Is that was Taurus key to chamber, if I remember correctly.
Yes, key 2 was on Wind Chamber.
Okay.
And it looks like Marker's Mask going for storage A, while Jeff goes right through Torvus Plaza access. We'll take a peek at this half pipe item.
Two bad half pipes, missile.
Yeah, this half pipe is just notorious for losing all your momentum.
It is quite similar to Life Grove Tunnel in Prime 1. No one likes it.
Nope. Just as no one likes Torvus Plaza.
Yeah, that too.
Which unfortunately we cannot check due to the lack of Spider Ball.
And or screw attack if they know the screw attack method. Oh, there's our first thing of validation.
Alright, looks like Jeff's going for another.
Gabriel, validate yourself.
Going for the scan dash. Can he get it first try? Yes, he did. He made it look so easy.
He bypassed validation. Damn.
I'm sorry, but we are going to have to take some points away from Jeff for that.
Alright, reducing or
points
from your score, Jeff.
Well, he got caught by the little barb, so I think that's punishment enough. It almost happened twice.
Oh. Not too bad to dodge, just if you try to juke them, they're pretty easy. That's good.
It looks like Marker's Mask just got the information for Boost Ball. Knows that Torvus has useful equipment. I would assume Marker's Mask most likely still going to go for the...
Oh, Linkley Strip Packs, drop anything? You will need to drop down and get the cash here to get a PVML.
Oh, we got a slight route divergence. Looks like Marker's Mask most likely heading for Spider's Treasure.
Either that, or gonna try for the Sewer Attack couple more times. Oh, no hint.
No hint on Path of Eyes. Path of I always get those two backwards.
I didn't see what Path of Rouge showed. I missed that. Yeah, he's going to Spider's Treasure.
Alright, so for those in chat wondering, Spider's Treasure. This elevator is graciously called the Sanctuary Spider Side. And within this small little loop, there are 3 items that we can collect, all within a short time. As such,
that board that Jeff got caught was named Rain, which I did not know. Alright, cool. I learned something new today.
Was not aware of that. Oh, Spider's Treasure. We've got 3 items, one of which is a Sky Temple key. So we got an ST.
Logically locked by Spider, but we could get that with Screw Attack if we had it.
Absolutely. But we don't. That's Hall of Combat Mastery for an STK, and there's Gravity Boost for Jeff hiding right on Great Bridge.
Great.
So STK on Hall of Combat Mastery. We're going now to Hazing Cliff, as Cooling Chamber had a missile expansion. We've got another STK. One STK on Hazing Cliff. So we have 2 keys pretty much back to back.
Okay, back to where I was. Luckily, backpack is not vanilla, which is good.
Absolutely. Gravity Boost has been found. That means if Jeff needs to, we can move through Lower Torvus without any headaches.
Oh, we still need to find those supers for that, but other than that.
Oh, that's fair. We do need supers. And it looks like Marker's Mask is attempting to clear these little mini quads out.
Hang on, key 2. Temple. Oh!
Dagon key.
Or temple access. We're on Q1. So lay 2 keys right literally next to each other.
Already, Marker's Mask is going for the STK attempt. Now there's a few different methods that we can use to get this item.
Speaking of Dark Visor, there's Dark Visor.
Well, that's going to be useful to have later.
Yeah.
That opens up a handful of checks, including the possible suit on a cursed lake. So as far as Marker's Mask goes, it looks like he's attempting to get the instant morph to roll right into the end of the track. Thankfully, we kept this small little extended pillar alive. The quad didn't destroy it. We're jumping towards that spider track. And at the height of our jump, when we're right against that track, we're going to hit our morph button. That way, we try to get an instant morph due to the camera being in a stuck position. And hopefully, with that instant morph, we have just enough frames to roll into the little square cubby.
This one's a lot tighter without Spider.
Absolutely. Spider makes this so much easier, as you can just grab right onto the track. And we do have another hint with Poison Bog being a beam-related upgrade.
Which could be important, because that could be our supers.
It could be a light suit locked supers, yes. Alright, Marker's Mask does not want to give up this STK. Meanwhile, Jeff is continuing through Dark Torvus, going for storage A. And we're going for this little power bomb culvert here. We'll see what's behind the wall. And it appears to be a cheeseburger.
And it is a vanilla burger, which Jeff does not have a burger right now.
No, see, I used the power bomb to get the power bomb to then use the power bomb on the power bomb door, which is the weirdest sentence I've said all day. Now, if I had to take a guess, Wyvern, as far as Marker's Masks and his attempts, I would say he's morphing a little too late. He's morphing as he's falling down, giving that camera plenty of room to move freely.
And he's calling it just as wasted time, so I think he's just gonna call it. Cache was an E-tank. Jeff's got 5, which is pretty good with Dark Suit.
And now we're going
to go pick up that Dark Visor.
Okay, we're going to use this portal, get the Dark Visor, and then use the portal once again.
There's the Dark Visor, which then proves Med Vista is either 50-50 between Echo or Cobalt. Probably be safe to assume it's Cobalt, which I'm probably going to put in this little dock here, just for sake. So I have a question mark on it, just in case if it's not.
Yeah, it looks like Marker's Mask is taking the safe station here for a save warp. This will get us right back to Temple Grounds. And now Marker's Mask has a choice to make. Either A, we could go for Hive Chamber A and B. Hope that DMT has a useful item. Or more probable, we'll be heading towards Meeting Grounds to make our first play into Torvus Bog.
That could be our Torvus key. That's 3, that'd be vanilla.
Just
Jeff could actually get a scan on that step with the thing behind it. It is 3. That is a vanilla Torvus key.
And that would... We know the location of all 3 Torvus keys then.
Yeah. Which is the other one's in Torvus somewhere, which I don't think we found yet.
Yeah, we have 1 in Dark Torvus, 1 in Torvus, and 1 in Temple.
We have 2 knowledgeable in Scene 2.
And as Captain MD is graciously pointing out in chat, we could do Grand Wind Chamber Vanilla, due to us having Boost Ball, Grapple Beam, Seekers, and both beams.
Yes, but it would not be logical, because the boost is still not logical till Supers, yeah.
That's...
Captain realized the Supers are still needed for boost for the moment, so... We can do that check out of logic, but...
And it looks like our prediction was correct. Marker's Mask is going for Torvus Lagoon. Meanwhile, Jeff is making the way to the Boost Guardian, the most infamous boss of all time. One of the hardest. And this fight is over.
I'm guessing that was the Meeting Grounds hint?
Almost. And yes, Meeting Grounds hint was that Amorbus had Sunburst. Alright, Boost Guardian has been defeated due to a well-timed power bomb. Found Cannonball.
If we didn't already have boost, that would have been funny.
Cannonball on Boost Guardian. Well, that's not a place you want to see it. Now, for those of you who might be wondering, hold on, we've got another Violet hint here on Path of Eyes telling us that Umos's item is a missile expansion. So we have confirmation. Quadraxis is defeated. Dead? We do not need to fight Quadraxis at all today.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, are you thinking about the light warp?
Yes. Supers could very well be in Torvus Energy Controller.
Oh, why did you have to predict that for the inaugural tournament race?
I mean...
You could have
gone with... chance, even with no trick logic, it could still happen.
You could have gone with any other location there, Ivy.
Yeah.
But you had to pick the most cursed location of all. So, 2 things to point out for y'all in chat right now. Number 1... as Ivy has wonderfully pointed out, there's a very slim chance that our super missiles are locked on Torvus Energy. Now, why is that bad? You might be wondering, well, we can just get there properly. No, we can't. In order to get to Torvus Energy, we need supers for the main door. Well, you see the problem with that. So instead, we would have to go fight Quadraxis, return the Inghive Energy to Sanctuary, go back to Umos at main energy, open the light transport system, and physically teleport into Torvus Energy. Which is a convoluted process which never should be done. Yep, we have a double save station.
Oh, syncing saves. Let's go. Is that different saves? I miss whole joke. I know how to spell, I swear.
This is your daily reminder to always safety save.
Yeah.
You never know when your game might
That's
crash.
the first game, considering the last mentor tournament I had for Prem 1. Would have saved me time with that one race I had.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. Fall Faggles got out. Like, yeah, I could get out. Realized there's a flamethrower door in the way. No flamethrower, and I haven't saved it a bit. So, yeah. I had to, scum out and lose like 20 minutes.
Oh, that seems wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, there's a down there saying a hi again that we cannot get.
Oh, and we're just now coming to the realization that Jeff did not do the Jump Guardian loop at all. Right, because he only lowered the gate to get to Transport Center to make early Torvis play.
He hasn't picked up main PB, so that would confirm that.
Right. It was following the logic chain to the T. There's the gravity boost for Marker's mask, while Jeff shoots at the air to destroy Jump Guardian's hitbox. And yes, Battleground was a beam-related item for the in-cache.
So it was Poison Bog, so...
yeah, but Poison Bog requires light suit, though.
Suit, yeah. Well, that's the only thing we're missing for that, too, so we'll have to wait and see.
That's fair.
Because funny enough, a Curse Lake could be our light suit for us to go to, freaking Poison Bog to get our supers.
Right.
And I hate that I had to say that.
To answer Pineapple in chat, Battleground is on the jump loop. It can be if supers are found. Unfortunately, due to Warrior's Walk, that's super locked on both sides. So we would have to take the light portal back and take the dark portal in labs. But originally, what we're referring to Jump Guardian loop, we're referring to the first 4 items here within this early Aegon Center. Junction Site, Judgment Pit, In-Cache 4, and Crossroad. And Battleground. So, not Battleground, Broom Closet, Trial Tunnel. So, technically 5 rooms that we check.
Yeah.
With an Aegon key hiding on Torvis Temple. Unfortunately, not much else that Marker's Mask can do due to lack of supers.
He did check FT. I don't know if he fully saw it. I couldn't get a good comfo of what it was. So.
Right, it's with FTA, if we jump and look at a very specific slot, right where the item is, we can jump high enough to clip through the collision on the
ceiling, and we can have our camera clip through to peek what the item is.
Right.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Right, Dark Visor Seekers.
And then we have Emerald Boost, so yeah, Sang entrance would be logical, and to get through into Sang.
And this is the problem with that ghost sometimes. When you have a lot open to you, it's hard to pinpoint where you really should be heading.
Yeah.
But it looks like, due to Jeff doing Torvis early, we're going right into...
We do indeed apple. It was found. It was in Transfer A access. It's just Markers took a save scum and didn't re-pick it back up, and he lost it when he reset. Ooh,
all right,
Marker doesn't have a PB ammo. There we go.
No. And Jeff is entering a cursed lake. We will get the information for what this life support system is.
This be the famed light suit that I've predicted, or
It is not. No, that is just an E-Tank.
yeah, okay. Rip.
All right, there goes the Cursed Lake. And while we do have a little bit of time, some of you in chat might be wondering why Jeff didn't take any damage while going through that poisonous grass. Well, that's a side effect of our cannonball. As far as cannonball goes, it's not an item that can physically be retained. It's given to us when we enter any kinetic orb cannon. When we enter it, we have that cannonball state as given by the game, and it's retained until we hit the end target of the cannon line. Well, for some reason, by utilizing out of bounds, we can clip out with the kinetic orb cannon and retain this cannonball state for any room that we want. And unfortunately, cannonball has some weird side effects to it. Ivy, you care to dive into what cannonball really does for our runners?
Since boost ball damage is about 500,000 damage per frame, so with cannonball, that's a constant when you're in morph. But since cannon, we're in a vulnerable state. But with certain enemies and a boss, technically a couple bosses, it will just instantly nuke them. So quads and sank, the Raspberries and sank especially, because the developers, retro developers, did not like Resbits at all, and they hated making them. So for some strange reason, they are 4 times as weak to the boost damage. So instead of the 500,000 damage it takes per frame, they take 2 million damage per frame.
Nobody likes Resbits.
Bosses like Chica, or at least Chica Adult, because the Dark and the Larva doesn't do anything to it. Chica Adult just dies.
Yeah, by rolling cannonball into Chica Adult's tail, it deals 500,000 hit points of damage immediately, due to it being per frame of contact.
Yeah.
The only reason I can think that this is possible is due to the technicality of Chica Adult being a War Wasp, and Cannonball versus War Wasp is already coded in to deal damage. But I could be completely wrong. Alrighty, well, we've reached the 1 hour mark of our race here, with Marker's Mask going against Jeff.
Potentially looked important. I don't know for FTA.
So with this 1 hour mark, it's time for the
missile, or it could have been the supers. I have no idea.
I hope it's not supers. That's going to require us to try to find light suit.
Yeah. Nope. Marker made a mistake of using a light beam to open up a dark portal.
Reverse polarities and such. Yeah. You know, it's just science.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, don't ask me. I drive a truck for a living. I'm not a scientist.
I mean, you're more like a truck scientist in a sense.
Oh, that's what you call a mechanic.
That too. Oh, Jeff going for the E-dash, or the extended dash is the actual name for it. He gets it first try.
Oh, beautiful.
Truck surgeon, thanks, Reggie. Oh, that's just the light ammo.
Now the hard part, Jeff has to do the same extended dash to go back.
Or he can do a skin dash on the opposite side, which also works. It's just a little finicky at times. Oh.
So, extended dashing. This would be a good time to explain how it really works. What we're doing is we're locking onto a scan point, but we're not physically scanning it. That way we can use it as a pivot point. We can move around that anchor. And what Jeff's trying to do here is trying to perform a dash to go into the ground. And once we hit that ground, we dash again, where coming out of the ground preserves our momentum and launches us halfway across the room. I apologize. That's as technical as you're going to get today. Due to myself not knowing the technical science behind it. But in short words...
Long grounds. Well, Marker's gonna go check the little Temple Grounds hive area. Yeah, there's also a bunny hop too, yeah.
So E-dashing basically a dash bunny hop. Yep, pretty much. So, alright, now it's time for my favorite boss, the Dark Missile Trooper. The one I missed playing as a kid, because I never knew he was down here.
Yeah, same. Honestly. I came across him randomly in one of my playthroughs. Like, wait, is someone here? Oh, you only have with a burger. Oh well.
There's just no incentive to come back to this hive chamber loop after you've gone through it once.
Yeah.
Unless you're going for 100%.
And if you knew there was something there, which a lot of times you don't first playthroughs. You just think going backwards from the elevator instead of going the front ways as you drop down again.
Well, that covers Hive Chamber A. Now let's go take a peek over at Hive Chamber B. Do you have anything behind the bomb block?
Hive Chamber B, are you anything? Oh, hello! Yeah, there they are. That could have been grabbed a while ago.
That could have grabbed a good 45 minutes ago before we even went to Aegon.
Yeah, when we had bombs,
we found bombs on the elevator. Well, this put Marker's Mask in a perfect spot. If I was Marker's Mask in this situation, I would go immediately to Sky Temple Grounds to get the key
I would
hints.
save and then return to start from that and then head to hints.
Yeah, go get your hints, see what else you have to do, and then route your game around it, since you have most, if not all, of the majors that you need. Now, as far as Jeff goes, we do have Boost Ball and our Cannonball for fun. So where would Jeff really want to go? Well, we're still missing supers, so that'd be our main focus. Trying to find super missiles. Now, the problem is there's a lot open to us. We could either A, go to Sank Entrance and hope that Sanctuary has our answers, since supers are rarely used in Sank. Or we could go back to Torvis. Well, no, even if we do go back to Torvis, we would need to do some out-of-bounds stuff to go into Lower Torvis. And since out-of-bounds is never logical, that would not be the right play.
The only logic is if we have the single room out of bounds, so that's it. If there's any more than one room, it's never logical.
And sadly, to get from Upper Torvis to Lower Torvis, it requires a multi-room out of bounds.
Yeah.
I know for a fact Jeff has that knowledge. So I've seen his races and how he thinks.
Yep. We all aren't dead.
Oh yeah. All these runners are fantastic. Everyone in this tournament has their own uniqueness to them, and they're all amazing in their own way. But if I was...
It was definitely a better match, Green.
Yes, indeed. This has been a very interesting find, since super missiles could have been grabbed 45 minutes ago, and we're just now finding them on Marker's Mask.
Oh.
But no, if I was, I would say for Jeff to go. Hopefully, not go into Sank. Well, no, that would make sense. You're back in Temple Grounds, so go and do the rest of your Temple Grounds loop for Hive Chamber, and that in turn will get you your supers.
But then you go back to Torvis to get through Torvis Grove to pick up your boost ball.
And then once you're
eventually finding wherever the frickin' spider ball is, so we can get our screw attack and main reactor.
I mean, that's fair. Once you're in Torvis with supers and gravity, I'd say go through Torvis, make your way to Lower Torvis, then use the trading chamber elevator to go to Sank Vault side, and do Sanctuary sort of backwards.
Oh, we would still need Spider to get to the Torvis elevator for that.
Oh, that's right. We do need it.
So unless Spider is in Lower Torvis, that won't be happening.
Nope,
Unless
you're
they know
absolutely
they
right.
jump around. Unless they could get the jump around, which can work too. Dark Oasis, lovely.
All right, folks, your
That
STKs.
didn't work.
Sanctuary Transit Station. Dynamo Works again, so Dynamo Works has 2 STKs.
That was 3. Yep.
Hall of Combat Mastery, which we saw earlier. Hive Dynamo Works, so, okay. So that's times 3 required. Oh, and Sank Entrance has one, of course. Well, these keys are really focused in Sanctuary today. So, Spider Ball is not vanilla then, if the entire Dynamo loop is STKs. Alrighty. So give me 30 seconds here. I want to find something. Alright, I found it. And it looks like Jeff has thankfully done the Hive Chamber loop, found supers, and is now going right for key hints. Alright, so while our runners make their way into possibly, I'd say go for Sanctuary. That's where a majority of your cleanup will be.
Yeah.
No, we really need to go to we need to find that Spider Ball so we can get our screw attack.
Yep.
But Sanctuary has a lot of possibilities for cleanup, though, so it could be there.
So for ground mode is Spider, screw attack, light suit.
Going over our STKs real quick, let's see. Hazen Cliff, which we only needed light beam for, which we had. Transport B access is a freebie. Sanctuary entrance, which we need Spider Ball for. Hive Dynamo Works, we need Dark Visor for. Dynamo Works itself, we need Spider Ball for. Let's see, Transit Station. Technically, we need Spider Ball, but it could be done without. Hall of Combat Mastery, another Spider Ball, and Dark Oasis, which requires Light Suit and us to defeat Power Bomb Guardian. Well, this is going to be a while.
Yep.
This is a good time to remind everyone at home, please remember to stay hydrated. Make sure you have enough water or drink or whatever you're having tonight, as we have a long way to go today.
Yep. Oh, looks like Jeff found the supers and is heading toward his as well.
Alright, Avi, I'm going to ask for your opinion on this, as again, you're one of the mentors for this tournament. How would you even start to route in these STKs? All right, great answer.
Yeah, it's
confusing to say the least.
A lot of us heard Sank, which we need Spider for. I think you'll want to still continue through Torvis, see if we can find Spider. It could very well be down there. And our light suit.
That is a good thought.
With Sank, we technically need Spider, other than Dark Fighter Seekers, which we can get through Sank entrance or from the Spider's other side, and just take the Dark Portal or the portal out to Dark World to go around that way, like Vanilla does.
Marcus Mask making a good idea here, going right for Torvis Energy.
For the hit, yeah, I would like this as well.
I love the Torvis
So we have
hints.
Emerald, we want to get the Emerald hints.
Alright, Torvis hint for energy controller. Ravenbeak.
So another joke hint.
Yeah, that is our second joke hint today. Or is that our first?
That was our second.
That was our second.
Hint was our joke hint.
Ah, right.
I don't remember if we got the underground tunnel hint.
We did.
Okay, so I must have missed that then.
I believe underground tunnel was the second joke hint.
Path of Roots was. Because Path of Roots and Torvis Energy was the 2.
Oh, right. You're right.
So the underground tunnel, I don't remember seeing if they did it. Which, if Marker gets it, then we'll know. Good, he's going that route anyways, because he's gotta get his boost ball.
There it is. Hive Temple.
Oh, the sink, okay.
That's a good place for them, even though we don't need them. Oh, this is also... Oh, no, we don't have screw attack, so we can't even... Unless Marker's Mask is familiar with the boost jump.
Oh, and there goes the cannonball from Jeff's side, so no more cannonball.
No, that cannonball was our one chance. Well, I mean, we could get it again if we just go out of bounds.
Yeah. We'll see if Jeff knows that trick to get around it. If not, I'll probably just... If Chica's got a suit or the Famous Spider, then we'll have to fight it vanilla.
Yeah, that's going to be painful. Oh, I see a problem as well. If Chick is required, then both runners would need to come back to Grand Wind Chamber and need to either A, do Grand Wind Chamber vanilla, or B, hopefully have their screw attack. Well, no, because if Chica has Spider Ball, then you have to do Grand Wind Chamber vanilla.
Vanilla, yep.
Well, we better hope Chica doesn't have it then.
Yeah. But the good thing is, we know a Spider Ball is not locked by Nether Beam. Because it's locking Nether in Junction Site, so...
Oh, that's a good reminder.
Puzzles and Tank is dead for no Spider. At least not Spider for that. Same with Profane Path.
I forgot about that. Oh, and I'm being reminded by Vina that there is a bomb space jump method for Grand Wind Chamber.
Yeah, there is. I have never successfully got it, but...
I've tried so many times, but I can't figure it out. I just prefer the slope jump into a screw attack.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing consistently.
Yep. Except we can't get our screw attack today.
Yeah.
It had to be in the one place where it's just taunting us all game.
Yep. That needs to be a little careful for her, because compared to the Feather Cancers, possible of death could be possible.
And your favorite pastime, pirate bowling.
Yeah. The thing with pirates is, if you go into the corner, they'll come toward you if you just have boost ball. You can boost them off the edge and bowl.
Yeah, I do better at pirate bowling than I do at actual bowling. I've never broken 100 on any frame.
Yeah. I used to be kind of decent back in the day, and now I'm like, I can only get like 50, 60 maybe.
Yeah, bowling reminds me of how terrible my coordination is.
Yeah, that's true, Captain. Bowling for bots is probably a lot easier than this, too.
Alrighty, so let's see. What do we have currently going on? Well, Jeff has made his way past Sank entrance, taking a deep dive. So now we get to see if Sanctuary has anything useful for us today. Meanwhile, Marker's Mask...
Which we know is a key, so this is technically required regardless.
No, we do need that SDK.
Just gotta forget, see, he doesn't have Spider.
He's trying!
Yeah.
Unless there's a way around it.
There
Nope, I guess
is,
not.
but he requires his space jump. He has to jump up to the platforms and jump over to it and slope jump it.
Yeah, but he does have space jump.
Yeah.
Nope.
But the other issue is we can't get to the key because we either need screw attack or spider to get up to the platform.
Oh, well, Jeff's trying some standables here. Standing on top of the bridge. And we're just going to slide right down to the bottom.
From that spider track he stood on, you just want to jump straight to the middle section with the tunnel. Like, half tunnel, in a sense. I mean, to be fair, Rico, I think everything's a lot easier with screw attack.
He's over. Now he's got to get on top.
Oh, looks like Marcus picked up his boost, I think. Or his cannon. Yep, he's got cannon.
Yeah, he's picked up boost ball as well.
Yep.
Yep, I had to go through Grove. Yep, and now we're going to jump on top of the bridge. Now we're going to dash right over to the cannon. Say hello to the STK. Hello, open the glass and the spider track. And now the fun part. How do you get yourself across?
Nope. Nope.
Alright, so we're gonna...
The animals up here to get up without spider and screw attack? This would be a first for me if this does work.
And it looks like right now he's standing on the actual hologram projector for that hint. And using that as
some of those are scannable. I know the mining pulse one is if you scan it already. And the little thing when it closes is scannable.
Oh, Jeff's balancing on top to get a bomb jump.
Oh, I would say double BSJ to get up there. But that or HBJ. I have yet to see this, so this is new to me.
Very interesting method. I mean, Jeff's biggest problem.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted here because my dog's demanding attention from me.
You always gotta show the pets some love. Meanwhile, Marker's mask has gone into lower Torbus, so we'll see if anything in lower has game breaking things for us. All right, and Jeff is attempting to get the camera locked in a central position. Unfortunately, not getting it.
Stations a missile. Alright, dog's over a little bit over me again.
Oh, I love dogs. Dogs, cats, any nice little fluffy animal. Oh, Emerald hint. We have our first lower Torbus hint. Which tells us that... Oh, almost.
You can go a little lower. It doesn't be that.
Well, he scanned it, but I did not get the text box. We got to get it just a little bit lower. There it is. A progressive suit up to 3 rooms away from Under Temple Shaft.
That is quite a few. That is a light suit, which is good, because that's good knowledge.
Right. Yeah, it could be Under Temple on the screw attack wall or Powerbomb Guardian itself.
Could be Grapple Guardian if would suck.
It could be Grapple Guardian, yeah. It technically no, it can't be Dungeon because you need Light Suit to get into Dungeon.
Yeah. And we do have it required because Dark Oasis.
It could be Under Transit. No, Under Transit 1's 4 rooms away. So I'm thinking it's either Powerbomb Guardian or Grapple Guardian, as you said.
So PB Guardian, the Screw Attack Wall, Grapple Guardian, Under Transit 1.
Oh, that's big. Morph Ball System and Sank Energy.
That is our spider because that's the other one we're missing.
Okay. That's game breaking for Marker's Mask. We have knowledge on Light Suit and Spider Ball. Oh, and chat's pointing out something major. If light suit happens to be on the screw attack wall for under temple, that means we have to get the spider ball from O'Lear, go all the way back to Aegon, then go all the way back to Lower Torvus. Have fun, but hope you have your walking boots on.
I was like, can you go? Yes, you can. Yeah. If that is the case, then yeah, that is the required grapple then.
Where's the grapple beam being used at?
It's Sing Temple.
Oh, right, just to get across. Right, to get across the gap. Look at that, a required grapple beam, possibly. I'd like to say this is an absolutely wonderful, absolutely stunning way to kick off our Echoes Mentor Tournament. Alrighty, so unfortunately, Marker's Mask has decided to take a save warp out, most likely going right to Sanctuary to get that Spider Ball, followed by the Screw Attack pickup in Aegon. In the meantime, Jeff is making the way into the Deep Sanctuary.
Gave up on it.
So let's see. We have knowledge on on a Spider Ball. We know where Light Suit is.
Please, generally.
And we know where Screw Attack is.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, once we find it, we're in go mode. We're all set.
Are
we?
If the Menvista is the Cobalt, which we do need for Spider Guardian.
Oh, you're right. We do need Cobalt. Yep.
So unless Menvista is Echo, then that's no mode for Markers. If he peaked Menvista.
Oh, either that, or they might try to do the out of bounds to bypass the gate. There is a multi-room out of bounds to go over the Dynamo gate.
That's true. Well, Crimson, Cobalt, Amber.
And here we see the wonderful thing about our new patch here. I've got to find new adjectives to use. Oh, thankfully, due to Randomania's new patcher, these puzzles here in Sanctuary are randomized. It could be any number of combinations.
I don't know if that puzzle that Jeff had was just backwards.
Pretty much. Do all the colors in reverse.
Or there'll be times you have vanilla patterns, which could also be funny. Or the main genre puzzles, to get the thing locked in place. They can just randomly be self-completed.
You know, it's a rarity,
it happened to me once. It happened to Marion once. I remember watching that.
I don't even remember that happening.
It can't happen.
You say you've seen me do it. I can't recall ever seeing it.
It was, I think, either early last year or the year before, late of 23.
That's probably why I don't remember it. My memory's not that good.
Mine isn't that great, but it's at least better than others, I guess. Not to be kind of... Oh, bye, Cliff. We hardly knew you.
Right. Alright, Marker's Mask has acquired the grapple beam. They've acquired the vital key to getting Spider Ball. A required grapple beam.
I shoot this backwards.
And for those of you wondering, I see questions being popped up about who generated today's race. You can thank the amazing Schwartz Gandhi for today's one amazing Randomania.
Yep.
You can thank that nice gentleman right there for the cursed logic. Alrighty. And here we see Jeff attempting to get these little seeker locks backwards. By doing this, we open a portal, and it warps us to the other side of the room. Well, just having a little bit of trouble here trying to get the lock. And across we go. Now we can get the dark visor locks. Alrighty, so with that being said, both runners are continuing through Sanctuary Fortress. Our main goal right now is to get our spider ball so that we can get our screw attack, so that in turn we can get our light suit from Lower Torvus, in which case we will have a majority of our items for go mode. The only hindrance, again, we are missing Cobalt to enter Dynamo Works to get Dynamo Chamber, in order to get 3 of those keys for the Sky Temple. Now, again, there is a method for out of bounds to get past the gate into Worker's Path and continue into Spider Guardian. It's up to the runners. Do they want to do the out of bounds, or do they want to hope that the HUD system they saw on Medvista is a 50-50 of either Cobalt or Echo? Do you take the chance, or do you hope on the out of bounds? Yeah, there's a 50-50 chat. It could be Cobalt, it could be Echo. Unfortunately, it was a little far away to see. Alright, so just making the way right into a Sanctuary Temple access. And it looks like, we've got a red key hiding here. And using that kinetic orb cannon, that just absolutely destroys the quad standing on it. This is your daily safety reminder. Please do not stand on top of high explosive machinery. And right on the flip side, just a few minutes behind Jeff, Marker's Mask has entered Hive. We'll be following the same path, going right up to Hive Dynamo Works, and going through the light portal to reach Light Dynamo. And we have to do it this way due to there's a Spider Ball track and Hall of Combat Mastery, which we cannot bypass at this current time. There are ways to get through it. Unfortunately, it does require screw attack, which unfortunately we cannot reach yet. But there's the spider ball. Jeff's in great position. It's time to go get that screw attack that's been taunting you all game, Jeff. And Jeff having a little bit of trouble boosting across this spider track. Can we get it a third time? No, we cannot. Jeff, you do not need to hit any direction. Just let go of the control stick. There you go. You're all set. Alrighty, now Jeff's going to take this save station. Nope, we're not taking the save station. That's a good idea because we're going to take the spider side elevator. This will put us right by main reactor, right next to the screw attack. So we will be just a few rooms away. And unfortunately, the room Jeff is in, Dynamo Works. This little spider track here is not active until Spider Guardian is confirmed to be defeated. So because of that, Jeff has to perform an extremely precise slope jump and try to hit the ledge. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if you're able to get enough height even with the slope jump. Usually this is done with screw attack, as when you use screw attack, it gives you a bit of extra height. So we're going to use a backup strat and go for a bomb space jump. There we go. Just do it the backup method. Oh, you can get the height without screw attack. Hey, you learn something new every day, it seems. Not aware of that. But the good thing is we can just do the bomb space jump, which is a much easier and safer method. Now, as far as the bomb space jump, we've been saying this the entire race. It'll be a continuous term that all of the commentators and racers use throughout this entire tournament. As far as a bomb space jump goes, our main reasoning is we want to get that extra height. So what we'll do is we'll morph against a piece of collision. We're going to have it so that our camera's facing behind us. Now with that camera in a stuck position, when we bomb jump and hit our unmorph button, the camera's still in a stuck position, so it needs to it skips the entire animation. Now because that animation is skipped, there's a few frame window we can input a jump. And once that jump is inputted, congratulations, you've just gone a little bit higher than normal. And now we can finally get that Annihilator beam and the all-powerful screw attack that we've seen from the start. Hey, coming right off of Marker's masks. Coming right off of Jeff's trail, we have Marker's masks just leaving O'Lear. We have the spider ball. We can finally go get our screw attack as well. So Jeff is safely ahead just by about a good 4 to 5 minutes. And now Jeff's making a beeline right to Dark Aegon. Thanks to super missiles, we can cut through Warrior's Walk, save us some time, and get the powerful Annihilator beam. Now, Annihilator beam isn't technically required for endgame. You can beat it without. It just makes the final bosses and general combat a heck of a lot easier. And it appears Ivy has gone to take care of something. So while Ivy takes care of that, you can continue to listen to my wonderful voice. I wouldn't say it's wonderful. Why am I going there? But regardless, let's keep on moving through this. We're an hour and 37 minutes in. We've just picked up the Annihilator beam on Jeff's side. Now it's all up to finding the rest of our keys and hopefully coming across where that Cobalt translator is. Now, once again, as said a few minutes earlier, there is a system. Oh, hey, welcome back.
Hi, randomly.
Yeah, no worries. Glad to have you back. Just give you a quick update. Jeff's collected the spider balls and just now recently picked up Annihilator beam. Meanwhile, Marker's Mask is just about to go on the same route. They're coming off of the Olier. They've picked up Spider Ball as well and are heading back for the screw attack. Although I believe Mark may have already collected it.
Yep, I saw the whole thing. I just decided to die on me, so I couldn't really talk as I thought I was.
Oh, well, that's all right. I was keeping our wonderful people here in chat entertained by saying the same things over and over again.
Sorry about that. Anyways.
Oh, no worries. It happens.
So Jeff might have the slight item lead, but Marcus does have the knowledge lead here, so... Because he knows where that suit is.
That's fair. Mark did get the lower Torvis information, which gave the suit info. Now, it's possible Jeff will stumble across it without needing to get hint information, as in order to get Dark Oasis key, we do need Powerbomb Guardian to be defeated.
Yeah.
And so now it looks like Jeff's going for a one-stop check, going for Sonic Boom Room.
We don't hurt to check, because it could be something.
Well, of course it...
Echo, then...
Well, I mean, of course it could be something. There's got to be anything could be hiding in a room.
Fair point. Oh, at the burger.
Well, now I'm getting hungry.
The suit hint was up to 3 rooms away from Under Temple Shaft.
Which was also located, that hint was scanned in whichever the Light World version of Dungeon is.
Dungeon was Catacombs. I thought it was the Gathering Hall one, which I think was the hint for that suit.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Gathering Hall.
Okay, my mistake.
You're good.
All right, now Mark's got the wonderful, fantastic. No new adjectives will be used throughout the duration of this race.
Yes, Light Suit is required because we have a Dark Oasis SDK that we need to pick up.
The only reason why we need this light suit.
Yeah.
Right, so right now, both our runners are just going for cleanup. They have all of their majors sub 1, which is at Cobalt. But again, Cobalt can theoretically be skipped, depending on these runners' trick knowledge.
Yeah. Can't do Propane Paths because we don't have Echo. So that would be moot point here.
Well, just for the heck of it, how about we throw Echo Visor on Airy?
Another Echo. Well, we'll see the credits when one of the racers beats their games.
And Marker's Mask attempt to get the same instant morph that he was trying a good 20 or so minutes ago for this SDK and Hall of Combat Mastery.
Oh.
Now, unfortunately, Marker's Mask is morphing a little too late. Again, allowing the camera to drop and not getting the instant morph.
There we go.
Well, never...
Also, on side note, Jeff's stream has frozen.
I sure hope Jeff didn't just crash. That would not be.
That would be awful, because I don't remember if he saved recently. At least fairly recently, I should say. Oh, no, we lost him.
Please hold while we have a brief technical interlude.
Oh.
Okay, now we are.
We're good.
Okay, so now we're back in Aegon, going to Torvus. Right, because Jeff was just coming out of Torvus. That sanctuary. I can say every room except for the right one today.
PDF, yeah. Didn't Sestron give us a PDF stream at one point, or multiple points? Because Given Internet is something.
I'm sure it's happened before.
Oh,
all right.
One for the Cobalt. Okay. Yeah. I know we did it a couple times just because Driven Internet is definitely not quite similar from others. Oh, that is Cobalt.
It is Cobalt.
All
right. So it is not the Echo Visor, as a lot of us, including myself, thought. That is a solid, almost go mode for Jeff. All Jeff has to do is clear Lower Torvus, get the light suit, and complete Sky Temple key cleanup.
So he doesn't have the hint yet, but if he does go to Lower Torvus for hints, he'll find it and continue to do Lower Torvus to get that suit, and then straight go for key hunts.
Yeah, and I'd say Jeff's route is pretty solid based on the remaining keys.
Going backwards. Right the way we want, but
yeah, I'm not sure why Jeff is heading this particular direction.
Nope. Markers might be doing the out of bounds, and Baja's probably going to help him with. Put on, Hazel.
Yep, yeah, Marker's Mask is setting it for the out of bounds.
And gets it first try. All right.
So to briefly explain, okay, no, I'm not even going to attempt it.
I think for that room, there's a small little pixel you can screw tech into and flip out of bounds. This is also pretty much the same setup to get Cannonball. The actual method to get Cannonball.
All right, no, I will attempt it then. Okay, so out of bounds. He
has not.
Marker do PB Guardian. No, Powerbomb Guardian has not been defeated by any runner. So out of bounds, every room in Echoes is contained in what we call a box.
Oh.
And when you're outside that box, you slowly start to rise. So runners, by moving inside and outside that box, you slowly climb.
Oh, he fell. That's not good.
Oh no, we're at the bottom of the box. Oh, but he's taking a save warp out.
There's come, yeah.
So out of bounds, what we, as Ivy explained, by screw attacking into the corner of O'Lear's chamber, there's a little bit of what looks like a triangle ledge. Now, screw attack is the size of a morph ball. We can screw attack into that corner and be pushed into said corner with our morph ball sized hitbox. When that animation ends, we go to a full sized hitbox. Well, we're a big object in a small space. The game doesn't like that, so it pushes us out of the room's collision. So then we can just jump out of bounds and climb the room in a way it's not intended. So with every room being in a box, we can maneuver through what we call the Aether, or outside the room. And by maneuvering through it, we go. Yep, there's a suit hint. We move around the room and able to load different rooms as we progress through.
Oh, is he gonna open the gate here and go through that way?
So while Marker's Mask attempts it again, we'll be going from Olir's Chambers into Sanct Temple, then Sanct Temple into Worker's Path, and then try to clip back inbounds once we get to Worker's Path. So in short, we abuse the game's mechanics, force it to push us out of bounds, just so we can climb a room not intended, just to bypass this one color-coded gate. But the payoff for doing it is massive, as otherwise Marker's Mask would need to go all the way back to Upper Torvus to get the Cobalt,
Cobalt, yeah.
and come all the way back. Excuse me.
Oh, there's the Adamants. Let's hope he doesn't fall again.
Yep, we're standing on the door. We're loading the room around us. Now that the room is successfully loaded, we can continue to move through it.
Though Marker still needs to do PB Guardian to get to the Oasis for the light suit anyway, so...
That's fair, but thankfully Torvus does have a good Aegon elevator.
Yeah.
It'll put us right by Transport Center to get... It'll take a little bit of a walk, but it's not terrible.
Regarding that on access. Hope it's here.
Yep. All right, he's got Sanct Temple loaded.
So we still need a PB Guardian regardless. Oh, it is here. All right. Cool.
Hey.
That is go mode for Jeff.
So when the hint said up to 3 rooms away from Under Temple Shaft, it meant exactly on Under Temple Shaft. All right, so Jeff is now officially in go mode, as he said. All Jeff has to do is the STK cleanup. Meanwhile, if Marker's Mask can successfully clip back in bounds into Worker's Path, that will completely negate the Cobalt Translator requirement. And that was under Temple Access. Well, look at me. I know map rooms, don't I? Well, no, I don't. Right. I know where Under Temple Shaft is. It's 1 room away from that. Oh, I can't believe it. And congratulations, Marker's Mask just skipped the Cobalt requirement. Second try. Beautiful work.
Yeah.
And now we can just fight Spider Guardian as normal to get 3 keys.
Yeah, we're all smart, Marion.
Yeah, I'm smart. SMRT.
Smart.
Yep. Okay, so a small little thing I like to point out when we're doing Spider Guardian. We're doing Spider Guardian with power bombs. Now, normally you're never supposed to have power bombs for this fight. The good thing is, Randomania has a safety feature in it, where the devs of Randomania made it so that if you use power bombs on Spider Guardian, the power bomb damages Spider Guardian to its green phase, where you can activate these morph ball bomb slots. If you try to do this in the normal game,
it just instantly nukes Spider Guardian, and you just soft lock because you can't do anything.
Yeah, good luck trying to get out. Please do not attempt this in normal gameplay.
And shout-outs to Claris for doing that little patcher thing for it.
Yeah, many shout-outs to Claris. They've been a memberless community for a long time, and their contributions have been huge.
I think about a decade, give or take now.
That's a really long time.
I remember watching them back when they were at GDQ, before the name change at all.
All right, so we're coming up on our 2-hour mark here. This race is nearly finished. We more than likely will see a sub 2:30 time.
Definitely something 2:30. Probably about a 2:15, 2:20 tops.
Yeah, that sounds favorable. So as far as routing goes, let's see. Jeff has just finished the entire Torvus play. Jeff does not ever have to return to Torvus Bog. They've just came from the lower Torvus elevator to Sank Vault side. This will route perfectly into Spider Guardian. So that'll get us Dynamo Works and Hive Dynamo. And once we're done there, we can route into Sank Entrance. Then come back, tank the Sank Spider elevator to Aegon. Get Dark Oasis. And then we can take a save warp back to landing to main energy, go to meeting grounds, and then
Go to final bosses, yeah.
pretty much. On the flip side, Marker's Mask is just finishing the Spider Guardian loop. Now, when they're done here, they'll still need to go to Transit Station and Sank Entrance. But then after that, they have a choice. They could go straight for Lower Torvus, or they could go. No, they have Lower Torvus has to be done first, just due to Dark Oasis.
Yeah.
So, never mind about the choice. They have to do Lower Torvus first, then Aegon, then final boss. Well, this sure has been one interesting seed. Having multiple different headaches come our way, getting taunted by Screw Attack extremely early. But all in all, this seed was a great showcase of our runners' routing capabilities and their trick showcase. But have no fear, as the best tricks are kept for last, as we get to see how both of these runners abuse Dark Samus 3 and 4 and the Emperor Ring fights. So make sure you stay tuned around for the final bosses, as those will be coming up very shortly.
Oh.
But first, we'll take a peek at Cat West. Well, there's Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom and
Cat West, Sonic Boom's nice.
Yep.
Little note here.
And I can only imagine what Chica had. Probably some sort of useless expansion. Or Chica could have had Echo for all we know.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and doing a slope jump over in Transit Station to skip the entire Light and Dark World puzzle. Nope, and Jeff is making their way to Dynamo Works. Now it's their turn to fight Spider Guardian.
Just missing. Wait for Dynamo Work. Dark Oasis.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna call it. I think just based on due to Marker's Mask getting that out of bounds for Dynamo Works, that put him slightly ahead.
Oh, maybe. This is very close because he still needs to get PB Guardian dead and grab the light suit. He knows the general area, but he doesn't know it's specifically under temple access.
Oh, that's fair. So there could be the possibility of Marker's Mask doing the exterior loop of Lower Torvus before going into Under Temple. Oh, that's gonna be a bad route if he does it that way. We do have another question. What STK is Marker's missing? Mine is Dark Oasis.
I think it's Sang entrance for him.
Oh no, he didn't do Sync entrance.
Yeah, I think it's Sang entrance because Jeff did that one, and you open up the front, so he wasn't able to went backwards to get it.
Oh, that's...
So I think because of that, that might be Jeff's game to also Jeff's game to lose here.
Yeah, I'm surprised Marker's Mask didn't go straight for Sync entrance, but... Oh, because... Did Mark ever go through FTA?
He did, but he didn't have boost at the time. Because remember, boost was forward throw, so he couldn't go that way at the time.
So it's still locked. I mean, is there an out of bounds to bypass it?
There is, but it's like a multi-room, so it would never be logical.
Well, logical, no.
I don't know what Baja knows it as well for his mentor. He might, but we'll have to wait and see if he's able to do it.
And it looks like we missed the first try statue skip in lower Torvis.
Going through the portal first or going down for blog first?
Oh, man.
He is going for portal. Okay.
Oh, that was a bad cough.
Yeah, you can freeze them. Well, personally, I just like to neither them or Sonic Boom them. They just ammo just explodes out of them.
Statue skip's a great thing to pull off if you ever start anywhere near anywhere with a lower Torvis elevator. Oh, that's gonna be really bad for Marker's Mask, taking all that precious time to go do Sync entrance.
I think Jeff is missing Oasis and Transit Station, I like to think. Not our Hazing Cliff, one of the two.
I want to say Jeff did Transit Station, but I could be wrong. Because doing Dynamo would get him 3, that brings it up to 7. Then we're still missing 2. Dark Oasis.
Unless he missed the Transport B, which he can use to grab on the way back after the save warp.
That's fair. That's fair. So we're either missing Transit Station or Transport B. And yes, we do have a screen flip here. Both runners fighting the bosses all together.
His brother guard is named is Steve.
Steve the Spider Guardian.
I might have a PB. Gonna need to kill his pill bugs. Oh!
And they gave nothing. No little...
They were being stingy.
Well, just having to take a long detour for another pill bug.
Oh.
That's pill bug's just bullying him.
There we go.
Almost. Nope, no, it curled back up.
He's giving the bombs a little too late.
Hey, there it is.
A little hard to tell, but I think Jeff is in the lead, but not by much. Yeah, it could also be attributed to final bosses here. Oop. Come on, there we go. I'm gonna hit that tunnel. Step away. Oh, right. Oh.
Well, thank you, Dark Samus, for destroying the bridge. We were totally not using that.
Well, now, we have screw attack. We don't need to anymore.
Well, that's fair. I mean, still, it was a good designed suspension bridge. Why you have to go and why you gotta go and destroy it? That's fair. I'm gonna retract that calling of saying Markers was in the lead. This is extremely close.
Oh, he didn't break that one. That's good. It was Hall of Combat he didn't grab. Okay.
Oh, Hall of Combat.
So, actually, yeah. Jeff is leading here. So he's gonna grab Dark Oasis, save Warp, and go for bosses.
Yeah, and Marker's Mask still has to route in an Aegon play.
Yeah. And he's a bit far from an Aegon elevator, so he would have to go through Sang entrance here for the Fire Treasure side, or go back from Temple Grounds, which might take more time. Oh, and that's both cannonballs being used. And another downs.
Probably muscle memory.
Yeah.
Yep, let me just boost down. There's a bridge right below me. I can just keep on rolling. Hey, wait a minute. Where does that bridge go? Well, now you see your boost ball was just so powerful that dropping a few ton suit of armor onto it created a hole, and you fell right through it.
I mean, that suit is a couple, like, how heavy that is. I wonder how Sam is able to kind of move around in it.
Bird DNA, my friend.
Yeah, I was like, that it might just be bird DNA.
Just bird DNA.
Freaking Jesuit DNA is able to make it strength enough to move it around.
Oh, and Marcus is making the smart play here. He's taking time to go to the Aegon Spider side elevator.
Oh, this is going to be very close. It's still going to be about a minute or so till Mark gets over here.
That's fair, but if Jeff has any issues on final bosses, that could give Marker's Mask the chance he needs to pull ahead.
Yeah. I'd say... Well, ammo restore. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Get a quick refill before you say warp back to bosses. It might be 3, yeah. Jeff doing loops around to get to the winning.
Oh, now I'm getting corruption vibes again. Just rolling around for those kinetic orb spinners.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Skytown, for having those almost everywhere.
And then the one in Icebrio, because why not? Or 2. Like 1 or 2 in Icebrio.
Oh, yeah, because that's a great place to go. I mean, Put it in Brio Ice when you only take like one trip there ever.
Well, 2, because you need to come back for the spider half pipe, and then the top of the head, which for the ship missile expansion that's usually up there.
Oh, that's fair. All right, there's that final SDK for Marker's Mask, and Jeff has just entered the Sky Temple grounds.
Looks like cool, yeah. Looks like it was exactly 2 minutes from the pickup, both.
Yeah, Marker's Mask, got to get that boost ball moving.
I think it's only Echo that's on Hinton that we haven't found yet for the majors. Yeah. And then one of those keys were. Got plenty of hulls, got like 8 tanks. 8, 7, 8, something earlier.
All right, there's the save warp by Mark. Here comes Jeff entering the gateway. All the keys have been returned to their rightful place. Up the screw attack wall, Jeff goes as we come across to the Emperor Ring. All right, so
Yeah,
multiple things will be happening in quick succession. Ivy, what are we looking at?
So this is Ing Emperor 1, or Emperor Ing 1, whatever you want to call it.
I call it a pain.
It can be. If you have a
great
lot of
signal.
ammo, you could just another spam this. I find it a lot more consistent with it than supers, because I have the eye shields, or cooperative or not, and the laser. But Jeff was actually pretty good on here.
Nice one cycle.
So Emperor Ing 2 can be a pain, because these inglets tend to knock you off a lot. Same with these little spankweed tentacles. Like so.
Yep.
They can be very good, bad bullies here.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll
That
around.
one didn't want to die. Okay. There we go.
We're just gonna
With
blow up.
APBs,
Yeah.
I think we off PBs to need to.
Yeah, I mean we got 8 power
and knock
bombs.
them off again.
Yeah, 8 PBs are more than healthy for it.
Yeah. Really, you just need 3 here, but having more is always nice to have extras.
I bet they wish they still had Cannonball. Yeah, you're absolutely right,
Yeah.
chat.
If they had Cannonball still, that second entry would have been a lot more trivial. Also, it was a little high for Jeff to attack.
All right. Emperor Ring
Not
number
the leg.
3. Just keep getting flown across the room.
Oh,
I did
Emperor
it
Ing
again.
3 says no.
I won't even let him get close. So Emperor
there
Ring
we go.
3, there was meant to be an additional damage step for this fight.
Yes. What they intended was his feet were supposed to have like little boots on them for guards that you would have to screw attack off to be able to damage him. They decided to change that and remove them, but the hurt box with it is still there, which is why we're able to screw attack his feet or lower body to damage. Yeah.
Or speculation. We don't have any
Yeah,
confirmation
speculating, yeah.
on it, but it is the most commonly accepted thought.
Yeah.
So because the hurt box is still there, and since we do have to need screw attack to even get up here, 1 and 1 equals 2, and there goes massive damage. Oh, and Mark
Ooh.
just missed the 1 cycle.
That's gonna cost him a bit.
And he
Oh,
missed
and the miss of the
power.
PB too. That's hurts too.
Oh.
That might have cost him the race here, even if Jeff gets centered.
Well, Jeff has the right damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going right after the last S on Dark Samus's name. Now, Dark Samus is going to rise up and crash back down. At which time we'll input a screw attack to do some extra damage. There's the screw attack. Now we have to try to find her. We'll use missiles to try to locate her. Oh, she's near the center. Now she's gone missing.
Oh,
Oh, almost
I think
had
one
a
of the
good luck.
missiles might have hit it or something. That
Oh,
affected it.
yeah, so what Jeff was attempted to do is what we call a stun lock.
Every
Hopefully,
time you shoot a missile, there'll be a chance for her to pop a barrier up, and if you keep it consistent to some degree, you can have a stun lock on her so she won't go to the center. So sometimes she just says, no you, and just centers automatically, and not even giving you a chance to do it.
and sadly, once she's in the center of the room, this is the
Oh.
slowest thing to damage.
Oh.
Oh, Mark is
got a high
almost there. All right,
Oh,
Now
DS3 is dead. Now for DS3 for markers.
Mark still has a chance if he gets there fast enough.
If he gets her fast enough, it gets the skip, he can win this. He can steal it, but
Yeah,
depends on how cooperative DS3 is here.
He's got to get.
Oslo should have hit.
He's got to get the skip. All right, will Mark get Dark Samus 4-skip? We're about to find out. This is coming down to the wire.
I think Jeff has 3 to 4 shots left.
Oh, and Mark didn't go back to get Annihilator.
Nope.
That's all right. He did enough damage.
Like 3 shots, yeah. Maybe probably one more down here.
I might just try to go right for the screw attack.
There we go.
All right, there's the screw attack. Mark is trying to find her.
Missed.
Mark's got a lock. Mark's got a good rhythm going.
Oh. Okay, one more shot and Jeff gets it.
Yeah, I think Jeff has this. That's
If
it.
this doesn't miss, he has it.
Oh,
Oh, and the heal. That's not good.
that's a bad time to get a heal. Mark's at is at half health. He's got a good stun lock.
One more, yeah. You will not go down after this.
Come on. You're so close. There's the charge.
And
Time.
he gets it.
And that's time for Mark as well. It came down to milliseconds. 2:16:50. Well, not milliseconds. 48 to 51. 3 seconds.
3 seconds. Oh.
GG. A 3-second time difference due to the center. I think we need to double check the tournament rules. They finished on the same time, so we'll have to go to the coordinators for that one. So we cannot officially declare a winner at this time.
How close it is. 6-second roll. Okay. If it wasn't for that hill, Jeff would have definitely been taking it here.
I agree, absolutely.
Oh,
Oh,
my Jeff
my
markers.
goodness.
GG's.
All right, congratulations.
GGs.
Welcome in.
Jeez.
Well, that ending.
Is that a tiebreaker?
Possibly. That was within 3 seconds, so it does fit within the 6-second time thing.
I
So-
think I think Baja said that we'll have to submit the tapes and see when the start of the timer was and the end of the timer, and we'll compare it. And if it's still just 3 seconds faster, it is a win for Jeff. So
Yeah.
Okay, well, either way, that holy crap. I figured we were gonna put on a good show. And
heck yeah.
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 Unfortunately, Supers was pretty late for me this seed. Did you end up getting Supers at all early, Jeff? Or?
Jeff got them about 5 or so minutes after you did.
Oh, really? Dang. Okay.
Yeah. Which honestly, you both could have gotten them like in the first 20 minutes of the seed with bombs.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that felt bad. And then I couldn't get that roll jump for the screw
Main
attack.
reactor. Oh
Yeah.
don't worry.
Yeah,
I also
both of you were
spent-
doing it too. So
Yep.
So that felt
Yeah.
bad having to triple back again and again and again. And then we were worried about that second suit being behind the screw attack wall. So could have been a gamble worth not like for one check in the lower Dark Torvus area for that suit, but
yeah.
that's why I doubled back there too. And it's just overall it's just kind of it's just awkward. That seed was
Yeah.
very awkward, I felt like.
Yeah. It was definitely a scene.
And
Yeah.
the recording isn't there of me calling it, but Mike and I were talking about how we had no SDKs going into hints, and I said we're gonna have the triple Dynamo works. And
Oh, yeah.
we did. Like
Did
Mike
you,
said, they're all grouped up, but oh,
Yeah. Did you end up grabbing Cobalt at all?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I failed the wall crawl and had to reset out. So that
Okay.
was some
I mean,
hard
getting a
time
second
lost
try
there.
did help a little bit too. And then
Yeah.
the movement kind of brought it back, and because of how close it ended here.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, because what happened for us, like we did an early Torvis trip. We got Seekers, and instead of going to like Mining Station B, we did early Agon or early Dark Agon and the Jump Guardian loop very late, and then I did the roll jump method or the instant unmorph for transport center to get in, and we got boost. And
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
he had boost like 20 minutes earlier than you did, or 30 minutes. I don't know, but it was quite a lot earlier than you did.
yeah, there was a lot of we left Logic like pretty fast, and the only thing that I guess helped was like the dark visor, since you needed dark, because we were realizing you needed dark visor in order to go into Sank Temple and get Spider Ball and leave, because you needed to have like that cannon as your exit.
Yeah. I also reset out grapple because after hitting that Temple Grounds loop, and I was trying to remember, and so Spa were like, where was grapple at? I was like, I don't remember. No. And that was also, so that was a logical for Spider Ball. I think you had to get grapple,
Yeah,
right?
had to get grapple.
And
Yeah.
and Mike pointed out that like the grapple pointed him into like deep Sank, and he wanted me to go for the energy controller, and so we kind of like did a play through that. Once we got that, we like played through early Agon into Sank and started routing that way, and yeah, we were rewarded. There's some good calls, but we also did spend a lot of time like out of Logic, without supers, without some of the other key pieces we needed.
Yeah.
And
So,
then,
side note,
yeah.
I VOD dived and to look where the Echo Visor was. Now that you were getting it.
yeah, Hive entrance it looks like. from
Yeah.
the chat.
I've entered.
Oh,
Good
that's
thing it
rough.
wasn't required. Oh, and you got you didn't get Annihilator. Okay.
Mm-mm.
We we made a gamble for Incash. It was like Spider puts both Screw and Annihilator in logic at the same time, so it was like maybe maybe Incash
Maybe
too
Incash
is.
too. Yeah. That would have been a hard orphan from my side if that was the case. Because
Yeah.
with that, I mean, unless with Dark Oasis, maybe it would be a quick check back, but I don't know. Probably never going back there.
Uh, this- this- Oh yeah, Jeff, the sink entrance trick you were doing when you didn't
Oh,
have a
yeah.
spider at the time.
Yeah, that was something. So I learned this, Marcus. Well, I didn't perform it, but I learned it. Apparently, you can stand on the Cobalt translator pad, morph, and do a bomb space jump and stand on the spider track to like climb up to where the cannon is. I did not get it, but very cool and doesn't look too hard. But I think like race nerves and stuff really
Yeah.
impacted.
Just what? Oh, and I see Cestrion posted something to us about main reactor. Oh, that main reactor was so painful. I kept
Yeah.
bonking
Yeah.
my head on that roll jump. Ugh.
We were trying to do a dash. Apparently, there's like a just like a regular dash you can do, and I also couldn't get it, so I gave up.
So that early logic chain was actually pretty crazy. So I wonder if it expected you then. I mean, I wonder what supers unlocked early, because I mean that could have been like what Ivy was saying in the first 20 minutes of the seed, like even before going into Aegon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think with supers, I think you would have gone to Aegon to go to Taurus, the main side, and then get the boost ball real quick.
yeah.
It'll put all that up.
Because Emerald was relatively early too.
Yeah. The same cash.
I feel like sand processing would have been a pretty heavy punish too with that boost ball if something was there.
I spent some time getting that with the.
Yeah, he did the hyper bomb jump to get up to there.
Oh,
It's if you can learn 3 BSJs, like the getting to that, like the rest of the trick is pretty good. I instead of doing like the weird like unmorphing one that you kind of do backwards, you can actually like morph forwards into the turret, and I find that that one's a lot easier to learn.
Well, any thoughts on stuff, Mayo or Marion?
It's an interesting race to say the least, with how close it came at the end. I guess we'll just go through some common base questions that we'll have reoccurring throughout this tournament. And I think the main one we want to know from both you, Jeff, and Mark, how your mentors helped you prepare for today's race.
Yeah, yesterday, Rayshai and I spent the afternoon playing through a seed, as well as performing a lot of like seer skips and other essentials, I'll say, that a lot of them didn't come into play, but it was nice to know that we had it was fresh in our minds if they did come up. But the main thing that helped, I think, was just having someone to calm me down, because I had the race nerves going, and definitely just having someone there to talk it through with helped me a lot.
yeah. And from my side, even though Bro was not a mentor, Bro hopped in, helped me with some out of bounds. Rayshai spent, man, I think maybe it was close to 11 hours with me to refine my movement, which was, I feel like, one of the bigger improvements I took away from this first week, which was really nice. And then also got some mentoring from Baja, got to learn the ways of, I'll say, semi-never punished.
Yeah.
But it's, I'm learning so much from this tournament that I feel like I'm hoping by the end of this tournament, I can kind of combine it all together, because right now I feel like I have gotten quite a bit of good bits and pieces from different mentors along the way. That I'm hoping at the end I can kind of put it all together and just have an optimal seed. That's what I'm hoping for. And so far, I think on track. And especially the first race being within 3 seconds of this tournament. Hot dang, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's clearly showing something is going right. I mean, each and every day as you're spending with your mentors, learning new things from each and every one is all of them bring a different specialty to the table, and they all combine here with one final race. It'll be interesting to see what the next weeks have for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys want to go over upcoming games before we head out?
Yeah, I've got a thing here. So as far as today goes, this will be the last race for today. I'm sorry, but it is a little bit late. But have no fear, as tomorrow we get a double feature with all times in Eastern Standard. Tomorrow, January 14th at 8:30, we'll have Java versus Steve. And Ivy, I believe you're mentoring Steve for tomorrow's race.
I am indeed mentoring Steve for this one.
Well, it'll be interesting
And
to see you again.
the race for this are a new patcher and the multiplayer items in the pool.
Oh, wonderful. So we get to see double damage, unlimited beam ammo, and unlimited missiles. And following right after that, just 2.5... Right after that, we'll have at 10 o'clock Eastern on the dot, Elias Thompson versus Soaring Wyvern. And there have been some slight discussions about Bash Prime being one of the mentors for that one. So tomorrow's going to be a very long night, to say the least. But other than that, Ivy, any other questions, concerns that you might have for tonight?
I know that the DS4 bullied Jeff a little bit at the end.
Yeah, no idea what that was about for healing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, if she drops down, if you shoot the Phaeton thing, she will heal from it.
of course.
So if she drops, you want to hold off on that until she fully drops.
Good to know, though.
Yeah, good knowledge for next time, so...
So you learn something you learn something new every day, even at the end of a race. As long as you learn one new thing a day, that's a good day right there. So Jeff, Marker's Mask, any final words you'd like to say to those watching at home?
nope, GG's. Thanks for a great race today. Hopefully we get to improve, and it'll be fun meeting you in bracket.
Heck yeah. All right. Yeah, GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's. And with that being said, unfortunately, we are unable to declare a winner at this time. It will need further video review, but once we have that information, it'll most likely be announced at maybe tomorrow's race, possibly. But we'll get that information out as soon as it's known. So I guess we'll start wrapping things up. So with that being said, thank you everyone for joining us here tonight for the first race out of many of our Echoes Mentor Tournament. We got multiple weeks of action planned ahead. So whatever time zone you're in, early morning, late at night, midday, across the country, I'm sure we got a race that'll fit within your schedule. And we're always welcome to see new players. That's what this tournament's all about. Even if you're still learning, it's always good to step in and put those skills to the test. But with that being said, if you'd like to follow any of our runners today, their information has been posted below. You can follow Ivy or myself to continue to hear our voices. Yep. And more information on our community and the tournament itself can be found at the last 3 links. So if no one else has anything to add, we're going to close our program. Remember to stay safe, have a wonderful rest of the night, and we'll see you next mission.
All right, see you next mission. Thank you.